Hi, my lovely people. First off, let's start it this way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me tell y'all, I know that I have not been super consistent. I've been kind of posting here and there, and I do apologize, but life has been lifing, and I'm going to get more consistent, and we're going to get back to the business, okay? Now, you know how we do it. First things first, Section 107 Fair Use allows us to talk about it, and that's what we are here to do. Please do not go out of your way to dislike anybody that we talk about in these videos. Guess what, honey? It is for entertainment and reaction purposes only. Sometimes it might be for educational purposes only, just depending on the topic. And it is my opinion and my opinion only. So always keep that in mind. And when we are out here talking, it is your opinion and your opinion only. So feel free to say what you need to. Also, the community post shout out, the $7 holla. Yes, it is still going on. I'm still responding to emails. I'm trying to catch up. It's $7. You can promote anything. You can do Instagram, TikTok, a product. As long as you have a link to, I can send people over and they can get, or a phone number, and they can get to you, whatever it may be. Once I make the community post, it never goes away. So as people scroll and new people come in, they go over, they look at the community post, and they subscribe. So that's a good deal because you stay there forever. Also, everyone's like, how do I get a hold of you, Storm? Well, it is very, very simple. I have an IG that you can send a message on, which is Real Deal Storm. If you don't have IG, then guess what else you can do? You can hit me up at realdealstorm@yahoo.com. So, baby, now what time is it? It is time to kick this off. I wanted to start here because when I tell y'all, boy, these streets is a mess, the girls is a mess, it's a lot going on. I wanted to start here with Mahogany because I wanted to talk about her for one quick second, right? I've been noticing that she's dropping a lot of shorts and a lot of, TikToks and a lot of things like that. And it's all labeled like, oh, my haters or oh, my ops are watching. And I have a question. Why is it every time that they get caught up in their stuff, whether it be her or any of these women on these YouTube streets, do everyone become a hater? Everyone becomes op. It doesn't make sense. Let me say this. We have watched you and your husband do some of the most unspeakable things. We've seen you guys allegedly lie about losing a child, right? And I still believe it's truth, but we'll say alleged to protect ourselves. We've seen you guys set up house registries claiming that you were buying a home. We've seen you guys set up a meal train because you said you guys were stressed out and y'all lost a child and all this other stuff. You set up numerous different registries, different websites. You set up Patreon where you want people to pay. You did it all, right? You've got everything you wanted from Cash App subscribers. You have used your audience to the T. I mean, the mess is just so messy at this point that your messy old Medea acting husband, your gossiping husband, he's actually walked away from the mess. At this point, Justin is over there and he's like, oh man, let me put these videos on private. Let me remove them. Let me put them in members. Wherever he put them, they're not for the public eye to see. He doesn't even want to talk about the divorce. He knows that they're going to get caught up in this skit and this scam sooner or later, right? They know that, hey, it's all going to come tumbling down. Y'all then file for a divorce. After it happens, all these employees, all these people that have worked for you, you have been exposed to the nub. You have been exposed for CPS allegedly being at your house. You've been exposed for not paying people, having to go to court, not having real businesses, not having really business license. I mean, it's all out here on the streets. You made this video. And I find it funny when you were dropping the receipts that you had these businesses and that you were paying, you dropped it. You got 19,000 views. The young man and the other people that are talking about you, they're in the hundreds of thousands of views. So that lets you know instantly who they believe and who they don't believe. The funny part about it is you dropped all these so called receipts that made no sense, but you said within the first 2 minutes, I owe him money and we're on a payment plan. The court issue you a payment plan. So my thing is, where are the receipts at that y'all made your first payment? Where's the receipts at that y'all trying to get this man, his money back? Where's the receipts on the payment plan that y'all came about? Where's the receipts on how much you truly owe him? See, that will never come out. But we got to see you go over here and tell your side of the story. We got to see you go shop for a Tesla, claiming to be broken, that money was missing. Then you're now shopping for a home when you still claim that money is missing and that you're broke. I mean, it doesn't add up. At this point, the people know that you filed for divorce because y'all are in debt, y'all above your head, and y'all don't know what to do with yourself. But my question is, why are people who helped you, donated to you, watched you, gave y'all this, gave y'all that, bought off y'all registry, now the people who are saying, good God, girl, you caught up, we don't even want to watch anymore, you gotten our money and you ran with it, why are they ops? Why are they haters? It seems like anytime these ladies get caught up, then they change it to everybody. Oh, y'all hating on me. Y'all my ops. Y'all not doing for me. Girl, ooh, bye and goodbye to the twice, right? But you so boring, we ain't gonna spend a lot of time on you because we got to keep it going. We got Nika and we got Peach. So let's talk about this. Oh, y'all, I don't even know where to start with this lady. When I tell y'all, Nika is someone who makes my head itch, makes my body ache, and makes me want to jump through the screen. And it's because when she gets out here and talks, in her mind, it actually sounds intelligent. That's when you know somebody is real slow, got some mental illness, or got something going on. That when they get out here and they telling people, well, guess what? It don't matter if me and my kids, okay, as long as we have a roof over our head, we don't care if it's one bedroom, we don't care if it's a motel, we don't care if it's got roaches, we don't care if it's got mildew, we don't care if everything broke. She says that as long as they have a roof over their head and they can sleep, eat, and wash their tail, that it's a home. Honey, when I heard that, I said, what? A home, okay. To me, a home is where the story of who you are begins, right? And it is where love starts. That's what a home is to me. A home is the story of who you are and where you begin. You get out here and you get a home and you start to build things. You have furniture, you have memories. Laying on the floor, eating weenies and beanies is not memories. Bouncing school to school is not memories. Not being able to make friends or not being able to get your hair combed or having stained up clothes, that's not making memories. That's making trauma. And she thinks because she's there and, she has custody of her children and they're around her, that she's the best mama possible. So let's talk about it real deep, real quick. She gets on here and she makes a 1 minute video, right? After all of this begging, after all of this, God is going to pull us through. After all of this, sticking her tongue out, telling us that she's making her content creator bag, after telling us that she is a celebrity, after telling us that because she went viral, that makes her the ish, she makes a 1 minute video showing us a house, right? She shows this house she's walking through. It's a nice house. Don't get me wrong. She tells us that she's moving in that house. As soon as I seen the video, I said, no, she's taking a tour. She got the keys from someone showing her around the house. She's taking a tour. No way she's going to live in there. I already knew that, right? First off, when you go into a place that you so-called are renting, right? She claimed this is their new place, so that means she done signed the lease. She done got the keys. They going in and look. If you done that, you would have known how many bedrooms it was. Because the first thing she said was, oh, well, it said it was a 3 bedroom, but I guess it's a 4 bedroom. Well, girl, I knew you didn't sign a lease right then because it would have broke it all down to you. You would have knew what you was paying for. But as they're doing it, there was some things that caught my eye, right? Number one, it was a 4 bedroom house. She said that her and Naya were getting their own room and that the girls and the boys were going to be in rooms. You mean to tell me that two grown women that know how to maintain above each other, you're going to have a room by yourself that has a bathroom? When we've seen Naya been shacking up with you for years now in the same bed, why couldn't y'all have done that in there? You are going to take 2 rooms, put boys and girls in one. That means almost 4 children in each other bedroom on top of each other, all different ages. When I heard that, I was like, first off, Naya is grown. Naya don't need no room in your house. Naya needs to go get her own home. You claim she working this job. You claim she doing all of this, and it's all a claim. We'll do a video about Naya later, but it's all a claim, right? When she then, okay, went to TikTok to say, and now it's on YouTube, I'm not taking that house. They got the address of that house. I don't want to be there. I don't feel safe. Girl, that was no house that you secured anyways. That was no place that you had no lease in. If that was the case, right? If you had signed a lease and you had the keys, you couldn't get on here the next day and try and tell us, oh, well, I decided not to take it because of it. No, you already locked into a lease. You claimed that was where y'all was moving, that you had paid for. If that was the case, honey, you'd have to go to court to break that lease. And that is just that. And that is just all. When I tell you, Nika is completely happy with where she's at in that two-bedroom duplex. She is okay with that. She doesn't care if it is standing room only, as long as it's something that she don't have to pay much for and she don't have to put much into. She is completely happy with being there. If no one, okay, would have pointed out where she was living, she wouldn't even be trying to move. I'm going to take a guess they're going to still stay there. And I'm going to take a guess that she is just out here trying to make videos to pretend to be moving to try and get people off her case, to whoever was driving by with these photos and everything else, to stop them from doing that. Let me just say one thing, Nika. You get on here and you think, oh, I got a, what did she say? I have a rat in my camp or something. There's someone telling people the moves that I'm making. Girl, you tell your own moves that you making. If you really was out here getting a house, why would you be out here filming it? Why would you want anybody to know? You should have moved in silence. Then nobody could have looked at no address. Nobody could have looked at no backyard. Nobody could have looked at no neighborhood. You knew you weren't getting it. You just wanted somebody to say thank you. And all those suckers in the comments about, congratulations, girl. Congratulations. If you think that Nika can afford something that nice or be in something that nice, absolutely not with her rentals history and the way that they tear everything up. By God, like I said, that trailer home should have allowed her to hitch that car on that trailer on the back of that car and pull off with it, because they're gonna have to burn it after they've been living up in there. Because I don't know what they're gonna do to that thing to make it livable for the next person. Everywhere that they go, they leave a trail of horror. They tear up the house, they're loud, they're nasty, they dirty, and then they want to move and go to some other neighborhood and terrorize it. Nika, you better off sitting there eating your beanies and weenies with your wannabe false teeth. I don't know why people keep believing that this woman has gotten some kind of implants. If you get some implants or something done, they'll fill all the spaces in your mouth, right? They're not going to have you to where you still have to chew in the front part of your mouth. Why didn't they put some implants in the side so that you can have more to chew with? All that happened with Nika, and that's why her mouth was swollen, was that she got the tartar removed. You can Google it. You can look on YouTube. When they remove the tartar, it takes all that yellow stuff away. She got a deep cleaning, and she think that she's doing something, but that don't mean that your teeth ain't rotten just because you got a deep cleaning and they looking a little bit more sparkly. That's why she sits there and literally makes beans and rice every single day, because she can't chew on nothing hard. I mean, by golly, she was thinking that her teeth were breaking and chipping off by eating bread. It was the tartar falling off of your teeth. That's what it was. But anyways, y'all, when I tell you, she gets out here, oh, I got a rat in my camp. Girl, you are the rat. You are the rat. First off, why are you trying to put your personal life in the hands of subscribers? You only telling these women that you named off, that you talking to and talking about, your business, because you want them to help you. Keisha was out here feeding y'all, clothing y'all, and doing everything. And my thing is, if Keisha is such a great friend, why Keisha ain't helping you find a place to stay? No, that's because Keisha is behind the scenes and she done backed up off you, because she see where your money go. Anybody with their own two eyes see that you rather be at bingo. You talking about, look what I'm doing with my bingo winnings. So that means that you still living those kids in that house by themselves with your so-called preteen children, and you still going to bingo, and you still out here spending money that's unnecessary. Girl, boo, you be better off packing up and living in that storage unit and letting them kids go, because them kids are in danger and risk of you and nobody else. Oh, when I tell y'all, I cannot tolerate Nika. I can't listen to Nika too long. When a person talks the way that she does, you can tell that it's mental illness. She is a sick, disturbed person. When you sit in your car saying that you just dropped your children off and that they want to stay at this school because they like this school, these poor children don't have a time to make a friend. Let me tell y'all something. I'm a big advocate on school are hard for certain children. School is hard for certain children. For her children, I'm gonna guess it's hard, because I'm gonna guess bullying comes because of hairstyles, dirty clothes, and things of that nature. But when you're bouncing school to school, you can't make any bonds. Sometimes a teacher can save a child's life by just listening, by being there. They don't have any foundation. They can't say that this is the house that we grew up in as a child. They can't say that these are childhood friends. They have no memories to make other than the trauma that you create in their life. You are a sick, twisted individual. You get on here and say, well, everything I've been through in my life, I'm still living. Well, honey, you are recreating all of this for your children. You are nasty. You are dirty. You want to get up in here and you want to think that you cooking something. Every meal contains rice. You are the bottom barrel, and you're only getting views because you're a train wreck. Whew, we had to say it. I'm sorry, y'all. We really had to say it. But like always, okay, we got to move on to the next person. Baby, baby, y'all, I'm about to fall out of my own chair. I'm about to fall out of my own chair when I tell you, baby. Peach says she is a best-selling author, right? She says that she is a New York best time selling author, however you want to say it, however you want to flip it. She's the best-selling author on Amazon. First off, you're not a best-selling author on Amazon. Amazon takes the book's genres and breaks them up. Your book under Amazon is labeled as the hood booger, okay? The hood booger, the bottom barrel stories. So in that genre of the cheap books that people put on there, then you are 39 thousandths amongst them, right? Not on the Amazon. You're not a bestseller. Like y'all know when we click on Amazon and they say best-selling products and it's been like 3 or 4 million of them sold, you're not that. You're just amongst the genre of people who create books and think that they're doing something. That's number one. Number two, this book is so trifling. This book is so ghetto. Get out of your feelings and get your money. And then the person who wrote it is even more ghetto. But one thing that stands out to me about this book, right, is you said you wrote this book 7 years ago. A lot of people who are you leaving these reviews are saying, well, where's the part two? You labeled it as part one, okay, of a series, and you in 7 years wrote part one of your series. Girl, you are behind. Why ain't you wrote part two, part three, part four? Because it ain't selling. Your book is not on any bookshelf in any freaking store. So how is it a New York's or a whatever bestseller? It's not even on no stand. You took your book to a bookstore and put it up there with another person who has books that are selling off the shelf, and then made a screenshot of it and then told people that you the best-selling author. Then you want to flip it and dip it and say, well, yeah, I might not be a best-selling author, but I'm speaking it into existence. Girl, boo and buy. Do you know that people are buying this book to read it and laugh? But in hindsight, I guess you're still making money off of it. So what makes any difference? I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna read it. I did the preview insert that you can do when you have Amazon Prime, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't enjoy reading a book that sounds like somebody that is hooked on phonics, is a project pet, and everything else is out here writing a book. Okay, how can you write a book when you don't even know how to speak? First thing you need to learn how to do is speak to an audience, a crowd, some people. Then you may want to teach the people in your house how to read so that they can read the book that you write, right? You got a husband over there that's reading Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham, one fish, blue fish, two fish, and then you got him reading that stuff, and then you got him looking through the chapter books trying to sound out A is for apple, B is for boat, C is for cat. And you think that you writing something. Like, this blows my mind. I'm not trying to dig too hard in the girl. Girl, you got accomplishment. You wrote a book. I could do that too. Everybody can, right? Anybody can do it and publish it and self-publish it and put the money into it. But it's the fact that you had enough nerve to go on live and be reading this nonsense. I listened to that and I thought to myself, seriously, seriously. First off, you have a book with some fictional woman that nobody even knows who it is because it sure ain't you on the daggone title and on the cover. And you have it with guns and monies and everything else. And then the person that's advertising it is standing over there in her dirty office, dancing around, looking like she's 10 months pregnant, about to do and pop anytime. Looks like her hair got ran over. And I mean ran over. That hair is a terrible hairstyle. It looks like daggone railroad tracks. Honey, I'm so happy she took those little pieces out that was supposed to be curled up that look soggy and wet off your head, but it still look a mess. Sometimes it's not what you're delivering, it's the person who's delivering it. And you are not the person to deliver anything that has to be educational. You're not the person to deliver anything that has to do with money. How can someone, this is my thing about it, y'all. How can someone continue to teach people and say, I'm a six-figure content creator? No, you used to be. Tell us what you are now. You used to be six figures. You used to bring in good numbers. Girl, you went out here and was getting banned from Popeyes and you got 30,000 views, but you got 500,000 people that supposedly are subscribed to you and watching. It just don't add up. Everything you try is now failing. It's just not working. So my whole thing about it, number one, is Peach, tell us what you are now. Now I've made millions. No, tell us what you are now. No one, right? This is kind of like what, we talk about all the time. No one can teach me something when they can't do it themselves. If you gonna teach me how to make millions of dollars, but you can't do it yourself, then why do I need to listen to you? You can't teach me if you don't know. When I tell y'all, it just don't add up. And her sitting over there trying to read inserts from that book, I said, oh my God, this is some ghetto stuff, right? This is right from the projects. This is straight. I mean, that book is so ghetto and so trifling that I'm pretty sure that once you order it and you open, roaches may fall out. I don't know what is going on over there. Ugh. But she thinks she's doing something. So as long as somebody feels great about themselves and think that they doing something, sometimes you got to just let them keep on doing it. And in this instance, when it come to her, honey, keep your petty tail over there. Keep teaching people what you used to be able to do. Cause see, like this recycled content that you doing, it's old. Just old. It's washed up. It's done. Do something else. Where's that woman with the husband and 7 children? Where's the family content? Like, girl, switch it up and do something else. It is just at this point, y'all, it is beyond me. It is beyond me. Not beyond, it's beyond me. I got to use words when I talk about her sometimes that don't even make sense because she don't make no sense. But, honey, I'm here to tell y'all, okay? I thank y'all for being here. I thank y'all for being around. We done got out here and we done got to reading folks and we done got to doing all kinds of stuff. But, honey, it is Friday and we have to get out here on these YouTube streets and do some things, okay? So I'm going to see you guys down in the comments below. I thank y'all for being here. And baby, can I tell y'all one thing? Toodles.